David's thinking about the times where he went to the church, to the sanctuary. The times when he was encouraged. In verse 5, he says, "Why are you cast down, O my soul, and why are you disquieted in me?" You know, he's talking to himself here. He's going through some sort of trial, some sort of struggle. And he says, hope in God. There's the solution. You put your hope in God. Hope in God, for I shall yet praise him for the help of his countenance. O my God, my soul is cast down within me. Therefore, I will remember you from the land of Jordan, and of the Hermonites, and from the hill Mizar. Deep calls unto deep at the noise of your water spouts, and all of your waves and your billows have gone over me. In this midst of the struggle, sometimes we say, God, you are your waves, your billows, they're coming over me. God, what are you doing in my life? You know, not every bad thing that happens to you is from the devil. We want to blame the devil for everything. You know, God will allow us to be tested. He will allow it to happen in our lives. Because God is preparing you for eternity, and He's doing an eternal work in you. And some of the things in you, they can't come out of you unless there's a little tribulation there. Tribulation is a thing that can work wonders in our lives. I mean, none of us want it, right? I don't pray for it, but it does come. And when it comes, we say, God, we put our hope in God. We say, soul, hope in God. Put your hope in God. David's suffering from depression. You know, we like to, in our day of clinical, where we put a name on everything, and people got this and people got that. When I look back on my life as a kid, I probably had ADD, ADHD, and everything else. I mean, I probably still got it. Right? I mean, whatever, I mean, we like to have a problem. We like to be able to give the label for it. It's like you're not normal anymore unless you're not normal. And so depression comes to us. Depression. Have you ever been at a point where everything you had was lost and people were trying to kill you? No. That's a reason for your soul to get down, isn't it? And David encouraged himself in the Lord. You know, the Psalms are about encouragement. The Psalms are about God's provision in the midst of difficult times. Over and over again, David will lay out what the problem is. God, you see these enemies, they're coming. God, my soul is troubled. They're going to stone me. My family's gone. Everything I have is gone. It's been taken. It's been stolen. And then David switches. There's nothing wrong with presenting the problem, is it? It's okay to complain to God. David says, Lord, you've heard my complaint. You want to complain? Complain to God, because God's really the only one somebody can do something about it. You want to say how your soul's troubled, speak to God. Tell God. You know, we need to be careful about who we tell our troubles to. You know? Have you ever told somebody something and it blew them away? Have you ever had a second-hand offense? That's where somebody tells you about something that somebody tells you what somebody else did to them, and then you get offended for them. Right? And so you got this offense now. They weren't able to bear it. They weren't able to handle it. You know, God gives us special grace to, like ministers, to be able to hear people's problems. He gives us special grace to be able to take it. Some people don't have that grace. I don't tell my wife everything that happens in elders' meetings. Some things she just can't handle. Because I know how she processes things. It's not that I'm trying to hide something. But some things just are not made to share. Right? And so, tell it to God. He wants to hear your problems. And then David, he pours out his complaint. And then he says, God, you're my strength. God, you're my salvation. God, you will help me. You will deliver me. That's what the Psalms are. Near the end, a lot of them are just praise, Psalms of praise, which are great too. But a lot of them are telling stories from David's life. The Psalms are you get a chance to read somebody's personal diary. Right? Here's David's diary. I tell you, I thank God for this book in the Bible. It has helped me tremendously through some of the lowest points in my life. When you're at a funeral and the people are sad and there's grieving, what psalm is typically read? 23. Psalm 23. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. The Lord. You could preach forever on that psalm. The Lord is the Lord. Guess what? He's the Lord of your life. Have you made Him the Lord of your life? Or are you trying to wing it? Are you trying to make it by? It's like one fella said, yeah, right now me and God are at odds with one another. And another brother said to him, hey, how's that working out for you? Are you against God or are you for God? There's two choices. Jesus said, you're either for me or against me. Is Jesus your Lord? The Lord is my shepherd. If you're wondering, you might have to have your own little special coronation service and crown Him the Lord. Being born again means that you are taking Jesus as the Lord. Now, not just lip service, but life service, right? Yeah, Jesus is my Lord, but I do what I want to.